Hello, dudes and dudettes, bros and brosettes. Today, we, you will find out who the rest of we is, we'll be talking about inverse functions. But the probability is most of you probably forgot what an actual function is, so I will do a quick recap for you. What is a function? Well, a function has an input variable and an output variable, meaning one number goes in the machine, because it's like a machine, and an output variable comes out, meaning after it goes through the process of whatever the machine dictates, a different number comes out. So, an example of this would be 2x plus 1, and in this case, we're inputting x, and x is equal to 2. So, 2 times 2 plus 1. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is equal to 5. So that is just very quickly what a function is. And hopefully none of you forgot how to put it in a calculator, but if you did, just click the y equals button at the top, put in the equation, which is right here, press enter, and it'll go right across the graph, right for you.
Today I'm going to talk about how inverse functions are reverse functions. So here we have a normal function. Here we have numbers and a bunch of variables. 1 goes with x, 2 goes with z, 3 goes with y. Now, an inverse function would be different than that. It would carry a -1 to show that it is an inverse function. It would go something like this. X would go to 1. Z would go to 2. And y would go with 3. And that just shows that an inverse function is just a reverse function.
In order to calculate an inverse function, first you have to make it a y equals equation. So y equals 2x plus 1. Then you do something called variable interchange, which is swapping the variables. So everywhere where there's an x, you replace it with a y, and where there's a y, you replace it with an x. Making it an x equals 2y plus 1. Then you go about it as if it were a normal equation, and you start by getting rid of the 1. That makes it x minus 1 equals 2y. And in order to get the y alone, you have to divide both sides by 2, making it x minus 1 divided by 2 equals y. And then you convert it back to a function by ensuring that if you inversed it, you have to add the exponent -1. Put in the bracket x equals x minus 1 divided by 2.
Okay, so I'm just going to be making sure that you guys get it. So I'm just going to be doing one more example, but this time a little bit harder with a fraction. So the equation we have here is x, the function is 1/3 x minus 2. Okay, so first things first, we have to write it out as y equals 1/3 x minus 2. Then we do the variable interchange, meaning we change y and x. We swap it around. So x becomes x is equal to 1/3 y minus 2. Then we want to get the y on its own, so we start with this 2 over here. So we add 2 to both sides. So it becomes x plus 2 is equal to 1/3 y. Okay, but we still don't have y on its own. And so this is a fraction, so it's division, so we have to multiply. So multiply by 3 on both sides. So this becomes 3 times x plus 2, which is equal to y, completely on its own. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 2 is 6, which is equal to y. Just swap it around. You can leave it like this, but swap it around to finish the function. We do minus f x is equal to 3x plus 6. Now, to put this in a calculator, which wasn't shown in the previous video, it's the same thing as a normal function. We do y equals, and for the first one we put in the first function here, which is 1/3 x minus 2. And then right underneath it, for y equals 2, so 2y, yeah, you put in 3x plus 6, and then it will give you your line.
Now, if you guys want a real challenge, here's a challenge. It's f of x equals to 2 minus x over x. Now, to do this, we have to make it equal to y. So we do y equals 2x, 2 minus x over x. Then we put y as x. We do variable interchange. So we do x equals to 2 minus y over x. Now we solve it. We come to an answer to xy equals to 2 minus y. Then we add y to both sides. It will become y plus xy equals 2. Now that we have two y's, it's a little complicated now. So we're going to keep this y. Then we are going to, because we're going to do FOIL, it doesn't work if there are two y's. So we're going to convert y into 1. Then we're going to do 1 plus x, just like this. Then we're going to divide it, both sides, by 1 plus x, so that this cancels out. Our final answer will be this.
Oh, okay.
Then you just go through the simple process of doing the
Alright, I'll look at the phone.
Sorry! Should we start over?
yes.
You want to keep going? Keep going.
Today I'm gonna talk about how inverse functions are different as for different.
Okay. Can we watch that next week?
No.